Okay, welcome to challenge number 2. Get ready, here it comes. Okay, welcome back. Hopefully 2 minutes or less have elapsed and you've made a choice. Let's take a look at the question a little bit closer. I'm going to go down to the bottom and read the root of the question, what the question's getting at. In this case, we have to meet some stipulated requirements. Has to be easy to manage, and we can reduce costs where possible. So if I go back up into the question, one of the items that's standing out to me is this organizational policy that they don't archive data and everything must be online. So that's something I'm going to remember. I'm going to start going through the answers. I'll look at A. We can use EC2 and EBS to basically recreate what we have there on premise. So I'm going to put that to the side. I mean, that's a way to meet the requirements, I suppose, but that's not really much more beneficial than what we already have on premise. And we have the added hassle of doing a direct connection to our head office. So I'm going to skip over B and C because they look suspiciously the same. There is a bit of a difference there, but I'm going to put those to the side. And I'm going to see if the answer might be either D or E before I go diving into B and C. So D says make use of EFS, and I can directly mount those EFS shares via NFS and configure EFS to create some snapshots to S3. Well, that sounds like it may work, and it kind of meets our need for an NFS share. The problem is that EFS doesn't have any native way to create snapshots. So I think that's a flawed answer, and I'm going to discard that. E says make use of the file gateway, and then we're going to mount that gateway using iSCSI for the Linux systems. Well, the problem there is I know a little bit about the file gateway, and I know the file gateway doesn't expose itself as iSCSI. It only exposes its shares as NFS. So I think that answer's wrong. So let me go back to B and C. And really the only difference I can see between the two answers here is B makes mention of Glacier to reduce costs, and C makes no mention of Glacier. Well, if I go back to my requirement that everything must be online, and Glacier by its nature is an archive, there's some lag with retrieving data once you get it into Glacier. Now, that lag could be a few minutes if you want to do the rapid restore option, but it's still a lag. So I'm going to go with C because I think that fulfills my requirements, especially that everything must be online requirement. So C is my final answer.